You worked all your life and pay into Social Security, but now as you retire, a big question looming on the horizon, will you be able to benefit from that Social Security?
CCN Money and Markets segment star Derek Georgino has an answer that might be surprising to some. What's going on, Derek?
Mary and Derek, programs like Social Security carry a special place in the hearts of many, as millions of Americans in retirement and other situations rely on these programs. But is Social Security currently achieving what it is intended to achieve? The Social Security Act requires that the Board of Trustees overseeing Social Security report annually to Congress on the financial status of the program's two main funds. These funds are the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Fund and the Disability Insurance Fund. This most recent report is actually signed by former President Obama's Labor Secretary, Tom Perez, who's now the current chair of the DNC. These reports, available on SSA.gov, paint a bleak picture of the current state of Social Security. In 2015, the trustees reported that Social Security has run deficits since 2010. The report also projected that this trend would continue through 2024 and beyond. The 2014 Social Security deficit alone was $74 billion. Now, to put all of this in plain English, Social Security is becoming unsustainable. That is what the trustees are telling us. Now, let's dig a little deeper. The trustees put Social Security through both a short-range and long-range test to determine the financial state of the program. Let's look at the long-range prediction by the trustees. Now, the long-range test essentially checks to see if Social Security can last over the next 75 years. This was the trustees' finding, and I quote, straight from the report, "Combined trust fund reserves will be depleted in 2034. Therefore, both the old age and disability insurance funds fail the long-range test," end quote. The trustees go on, and I'm quoting it for you directly from the report again. Social Security costs will increase more rapidly than projected income through 2038 because of the retirement of the baby boom generation will increase the number of people getting payouts much faster than the number of workers contributing to the funds, end quote. Generations with lower birth rates are replacing the baby boom generations. This is not a good thing because, as many of you know, Social Security, along with many other entitlement programs, rely on working people contributing with portions of their wages. But if the population begins aging, you have less contributors and more collectors. This is how the money runs out. This is why some refer to these programs as, quote, pyramid schemes, because when you run out of contributors at the bottom, those at the top becoming eligible to receive payments don't end up receiving them. From the looks of it, it is the rising generations that are going to feel this impact severely. Come retirement, they won't be able to collect what they put in because the trust funds will have run dry. So Social Security, expansions and all, fails the long-range test of financial adequacy and won't last the next 75 years. But how does it do against the short-range solvency test? This was the short-range prediction by the trustees in 2016, and I quote, "The Disability Insurance Trust Fund does not satisfy the test of short-range financial adequacy and will run out in 2023, so it fails as well. So Social Security will soon have to rely solely on the Old Age Fund. However, according to the trustees, the Old Age Fund reserves are also going to run out in 2035. So Social Security in its entirety is projected to run out in 2035. So how do we save Social Security, as politicians put it? The trustees say there are only two solutions. One, you can increase payroll taxes by 2.6%. So another tax increase which only patches the problem temporarily if birth trends continue. Or two, benefits have to be reduced by 16% to all current and future beneficiaries relying on their payments. The moral of the story here is that these government programs are absolutely insatiable. Your money is being plundered and wasted as these programs are expanded time after time. And government's solution to its own entitlement program mess, tax you more or pay you less than what you put in. It's thievery. And at what point will the government give up on taxing as a means to cover its insurmountable deficits? That question I do not have an answer to. Safety nets and entitlement programs seem compassionate in theory, but when they expand to the point of bankruptcy, they end up producing catastrophic results that are the exact opposite of compassionate. That's it for now on CCN Money and Markets. This segment is all about facts, and the great thing about facts is that they don't care about emotions or agendas. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time Mary and Derek, back to you.
Thanks for that, Derek. Coming up, get ready for another clown scare. Only this one is coming out in the theaters.
And I really don't like clowns. Entertainment, CCN's entertainment segment star, Jordan Utley tells us about the remake of Stephen King's It. For all you horror movie fans out there,